With this kind of standing, there's no limit to what this Prime Minister can do. And I'm glad to see that the Prime Minister recognized the problem, that it is the government. In his Independence Day speech, he said, and I quote, "I repeatedly exhort my officials that after so many years of independence, can we not do something about cutting down red tape and reducing the involvement of the government in the daily life of the common man?" Now all he has to do is walk the talk. Here are my two humble suggestions how this can be done. Firstly, any economic policy must be within an ideological framework. Once you commit to a core belief, the rest will fall in place. The policies will also be coherent and not ad hoc. Their core belief is in one word. It is the market. What do I mean by this? What I mean is, let market forces sort out economic issues. I believe if you want to keep the government out of people's way, you need to believe in the marketplace. Government policy should be framed keeping this in mind. Let competition, not government fiat, reduce prices. Let consumers decide at what price point they want to buy. The marketplace can be cruel at times, but that's how you get new industries, new products, and innovation. That is how you get a vibrant economy. The consumer is king, not the government. For example, the government controls the prices of much of agricultural produce, of fertilizers, has price controls over 300 drugs, 24 medical devices, and even cable channels. Is this all necessary? The government's job is to set standards, prevent malpractices and monopolies. It should do this and step aside. It should encourage competition rather than restrict it. Instead, the government does not trust the markets to do their work. The PM also made a very significant statement in his Independence Day speech, and I quote, "The need of the hour is to recognize and encourage the wealth creators of our nation. They should receive more honor. If wealth is not created, wealth cannot be distributed." So wealth should not be a dirty word in India. Look at the suspicion and automatic distrust they are looked at. Tax terrorism, jail terms for the smallest deviations, super taxes, lookout notices without warning the person. Such measures have no place in a society that respects entrepreneurship. If this change in mindset percolates down the government system, it will probably lead to the unleashing of animal spirits that the government so desperately wants to revive. One eminent banker put it to me quite well. He says, if you have a stained, torn shirt, what do? You repair the tear, you wash and clean the shirt, but you don't lose the shirt. The government should remember this. While cleaning the system, we should not lose our shirt. Having said that, I would urge India's rich to introspect as well. We are drowning in stories of corruption, crony capitalism, NPAs, and willful defaulters. With great freedom comes great responsibility. We cannot argue for a free market if the very idea of the market is distorted by malpractices. I would also urge everyone to remember what is perhaps the most shameful statistic in India. The top 1% of this country owns more than 50% of its wealth. Such consolidation of wealth is not only obscene, it is also myopic. If prosperity is not passed on, it can only result in a stagnant and unhealthy economy. We cannot speak of India's demographic dividend, but refuse to pay the dividend. My second suggestion is that if you want to minimize government intervention, you have to begin at home. That is, reduce the number of ministries in the central government and in the state governments. As they say in Hindi, na rahegi baans, na bajegi bansuri.